It's another very wonderful day that we are meeting here once again at Healthline Channel. And I want to welcome you to this today's sensitization on our selected topic, which was on the non-communicable diseases. Today we want to single out one of the examples of non-communicable diseases, and that will be hypertension, commonly referred to as high blood pressure. So before we start the topic, allow me be at a position to explain and define to you what blood pressure means. So in a very simple language, because we don't want to complicate this with very big jargons, we want to use simple words as possible because we are being watched by so many people from a variety of corners of life. Now, blood pressure simply means a pressure that is exerted on blood vessels as the heart pumps. So let's take it as that for now. We don't want to go into details, unnecessary details that will not help us during this sensitization. So that pressure which is exerted on the blood vessels as the heart pumps is called blood pressure. The normal blood pressure reading should range, and this is in adult of a normal weight, should range between actually 90/60 to 120/80. That should be the normal range of a normal blood pressure in an adult with the normal weight or with the normal average weight. So therefore, having known the normal or the normals, allow me then get you to abnormal, which is now the high blood pressure. So what is then the meaning of high blood pressure, or sometimes called hypertension? So hypertension then refers to that blood pressure reading of above 140/90. And this reading should be done at least 3 times, 3 different days at the same time. So we need to have at least three readings done different times, different days at the same time. Once you've confirmed that, then you confirm the patient to be hypertensive. So in short, that is what high blood pressure is. Now, there are types of high blood pressure. Of course, there are several types as you may choose, or depending on whichever classification you may want to go by. For this presentation, we want to be as very simple as possible. So broadly, we have 2 types of high blood pressure, and that is the primary type and the secondary type. Now, a point to note that I would like you to always have at the back of your mind is that the primary type is the most common type of hypertension or high blood pressure. It accounts for about 90% of all the cases of hypertension. So, the first thing, anytime you diagnose or we realize you have been diagnosed with hypertension, the first thing is we think of the most common. And we have at the back of mind that it could be a primary type. But then we don't stop there. Then the second type is the secondary type, or what we call the secondary hypertension. Now, what is the difference between the two? The difference is that the primary type of hypertension has got no known cause. There is no known cause, identified cause to this type of hypertension. Instead, what we have are risk factors that then are put together to lead to the same. But then the secondary type of hypertension has got identified causes. That is why it's called secondary, because there's something behind it that you can then trace and identify and handle. And once you've dealt with that secondary cause, then that type of hypertension resolves. In our next video, we'll pick on each type and discuss. If it is primary, we'll then be able to discuss primary in details. We'll then move to secondary in details. Ladies and gentlemen, stay in the channel. We have a lot to pass forward. We have a lot to share, and this should not pass you without you listening too. Otherwise, I wish you well, and thank you very much for watching.